Welcome back, my friends. Today I'm gonna show you how one pattern you can create as many designs as you wanted. But in this video I'll show you 3 designs. So for example, this one, as you see, both details are the same length. So this is first style. Second style is the blue and the green one. As you see, the detail that is on the top is a little shorter than the bottom one, and it looks great too. Of course, same color, it's hard to see it probably far away. So here is another design where you can actually use a different fabric as atlas and combine as many as you want. And of course, I have another design for you at the end. As you see, I already cut the detail of the fabric and fusible, and at the same time the lining as well. The pattern will be available in the link below. So for example, for the ribbon I'm gonna use the fusible, which is longer, 3/4 wide, and the lining, I didn't have the thicker fabric, so I'm gonna use the green lining. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna press it in half so I can find the middle, and then right beside the middle line I'm gonna press the fusible that I cut it 3/4 wide. After we finish this part, we're gonna start working on the details. Only you need is a fusible on these 2 details for the bow and the little teeny tiny detail. I'm gonna create many of them. In 1 hour I created 3 bow ties. So for example, let's start organizing and start sewing. First, let's take a detail from the bow tie and then find the middle line. So I will press it just a teeny tiny bit so I can see the line. Now I'm just gonna fold the edges to the line. You can go a little over because the second part is gonna be right on top. Now I'm just gonna press it a little bit to kind of find the middle line, and then I'll fold it opposite way. I'll add a pin so it will hold it together. Now the second part. We're gonna repeat same process, finding the middle line, folding to the line, find the half, the center of the detail, and then we can fold it. But I wanted to make this detail actually a little shorter, so what I'm gonna do, I want to visualize first, so I'm just gonna place it right on top and see if that is a good amount to cut it off, and I think I like it. And then I'm just gonna cut a little piece, an inch, and then we can do same process, finding the center and folding to the center. And that should be probably almost 1/4 difference at the edges, which I'm pretty happy with it. We're only gonna need to do the stitch. Next, we're gonna start sewing. First, I'm gonna start sewing the small detail of the bow tie, 1/4 from the edge. Then I'll take a safety pin and we'll turn to the right side. Then we'll press it. Next, we're gonna start to sew the ribbon part, and I will sew a little less than 3/4 right on a ribbon right here. We don't want to be too wide when we're gonna turn to the right side, so we wanna make sure it's gonna fit all the hook details, the metal one. To turn to the right side, I'm gonna use this hook, or actually the easiest way, and you can find in your house, is a safety pin. Just pinch it and push it through. And now we're gonna press it. If the fabric is too thin and you can see the fusible, then turn it to the wrong side. Now we're ready to sew the bow. Let's do the stitch right on top. Next, I'm gonna create a pleat right in the middle. And to hold this pleat, I'm gonna use the thick thread and I'm just gonna wrap around until it's tight enough, and then I will tie it together. Now we will start connecting all the hardware set for the bow tie. For example, I'm going to show you two ways how can you create it. For example, on this one, I'm going to use the hook part. Actually, it's a loop part. And then fold the fabric a quarter and then one more time, but make sure to push the loop all the way to the edge almost, and then fold it over. And now we have to stitch it right here. After we did, we're ready to add to the bow. Place it behind the bow, and now take the smallest detail, and now we will wrap around. And get ready your needle and thread, because we're gonna hand stitch it. The small edges I will fold just one side and then hold it together so it will be comfortable for us to sew it. Now we're gonna hand stitch it, these details together. Our bow tie is almost ready, so let's finish the other two details. So first I'm gonna take the second piece of the hardware set for the bow tie, and then we'll pull the ribbon, make sure it's straight. Then we'll pull the ribbon one side and then pull it on other one. Don't pull all the way. We need to insert the hook part. Please pay attention which direction to sew the hook part. This is the first method that you can sew this hardware. I will show you the second part as well. So as you see, it have to be opposite of the neck because you don't want the hook part to bother the neck part. This bow tie, I think it works for kids and adults. It's adjustable and it's very comfortable to wear as well. I tried it on one of my cousins. So as you see, this is the hook that we saw at first time. And here is the second option, that you can actually sew the hardware set on the bow. Here are our bow ties, but at the last moment I decided to redesign the green one. I had some silver color rhinestones and I decided to glue them right into the middle and to give a little couture, let's say, style for the bow tie. You can play with designs and you can create your own, and I would really appreciate if you can share your work at our community on Facebook, and you can find the link below. I hope you liked this tutorial and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.